This might sound a little twisted, but there are men out here that are jealous of the women that they're attracted to. And he might do want to see you do good, but just not better than him. And you can always tell the men who are like that, because they always make everything that they doing seem so much more bigger and make everything that you're doing seem so much more smaller. And when y'all get into it and y'all had disagreements, he might say things like, oh, you think because you got that new job that you doing something. Or you think because you got that new little ass crib that you standing on something. You ain't really standing on shit. And he'll make some of your accomplishments seem like they're nothing. And you got to pay attention to shit like that, because he's showing you that he's secretly hating on you. And women love to use the excuse, oh, he only said that because he was mad. Or he only said that because I made him angry. But anger doesn't make you down talk somebody's accomplishments. You cannot grow with somebody who's in competition with you. And you cannot grow with somebody who is hating on you. So you might need to rethink who you dating or who you dealing with.
Some men are very jealous of the attention women get, because with that attention, life is easier, life is less expensive, and a lot of women are catered to, while men are expected to be men. And so the same way that women look and scroll through Instagram at other women and their bodies and this and that, and compare themselves to women and how they wish they could be, living that lifestyle or looking like that woman, or wish they had, that person's look or whatever. Men do the same thing, except with women versus men. So a lot of these men who don't know how to get up and go get money or get a career or get a life, instead of focusing on that, they focus on women and they get upset with them. So they're literally comparing themselves as men to women, not to other men. This is where the problem is.
I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm convinced that men are jealous of pretty women. I remember I used to have this one friend, and every single time that a bad bitch would walk past him, he would give the girl a dirty look. Then he'll start ranting to me. Yo, why is she dressing like that? Does she not have any self-respect? One wipe and it's all over. Bet she looks dead without makeup. Now, she's defo a hoe. She's definitely a hoe. Girls like this are the reason why I'm afraid to have a daughter. Like, all she did is walk past you and be pretty. And all of a sudden, she's a hoe. She has 10 kids. She has no self-respect. She doesn't know how to cook. Like, who told you this information, bro? Who told you this information? And these guys will only do it to girls that are evidently bad bitches. Like, has anyone else ever experienced that male friends do this? I am fully convinced that men are just jealous of pretty women. Like, I'm convinced. No one can tell me otherwise.
Are you a jealous man?
I'm very jealous of women when they get, attention from men.
What, you're thinking you want attention from the man?
Yeah. It's a group of boys, and the woman suddenly starts getting attention. I'm like, hold on a second. Everyone was talking to me a second ago, and now you've shown your face. Get out of here. Yeah, and then I start to dislike her, but in a sexual, angry way. You're good looking, but get the fuck out of here for 5 minutes. Let me warm these boys up. We'll say that's the girl, yeah?
Yeah.
She's getting your attention.
She's got my attention.
And I'm in the mix. I've come over. Hey, boys. How's it going?
Fuck off, mate. Who the fuck's this guy? There's a beautiful woman over here.
Yeah, but relax.
Who are you?
Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Pete.
Why are you talking to me?
Lads.
No, I don't do lads, mate. I'm an introvert. Fuck off. I want to talk to this bird.
Don't worry about her for a second. Sorry, we'll talk to you in a second.
Hey, wait, 1 second. I don't know who this guy is.
She's not even that good looking.
Who are you?
I'm trying to hang with the lads.
Mate, it's a bit weird. I don't know you.
Oh, come on. She's fucking minging.
What do you...
All right, give me a second.
Oh.
Mary, do us a favour and give me 5 minutes.
1 second. Mary, don't go anywhere. I don't know who this guy is. He's not with us.
Okay, let's change that. Let's get to know each other.
I don't want to know you. You're a man.
Yeah, but we can be friends.
Yeah, are you gay?
In this world, there are straight men who do not like women. I'm gonna explain. Let me cook. Just let me cook. I asked in the football locker room once. I said, hey, bros, what's something that y'all like about women that's not sexual or physical or any of that shit? Crickets. So then they tried to flip it. They tried to ask me the same question. I said, okay, I feel like women are nurturers. I feel like you can let your guard down a lot around women. I feel like you can be a lot softer around women. You ain't got to be on no tough guy, macho man shit all day. I feel like it's amazing hearing the female's perspective for once. You feel me? Like they sense of humor is a lot different. It's so many reasons that I can go on and on about why I like women, right? And the fuck? Then on the internet, right, we see podcasts all the time, multiple podcasts, and the hosts, they whole topic of discussion is just degrading women and just saying how horrible females are and why men need to put their guard up and protect themselves. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, do y'all like, and I don't know the name for it. I feel like we can all kind of connect and, you know, we can agree that there is a name for it. I'm not gonna say it, but it's just very, very weird. We can just call it weird. That's why I be thrown off, like, when a motherfucker say, like, oh, Mason, you a lover boy, I'd be like, how are you not? Like, damn, like, you don't like your girl? Like, what the fuck? Like, how don't you like your girl? So I personally, I don't want to put a name to it, you feel me? I don't want to get canceled, but I just want to say, don't ignore the signs. Like, any guy that gets a thrill out of degrading women, any guy that runs under his boys the moment after he get done doing some sexual shit with a girl and he goes to them to get the satisfaction and the validation for whatever the shit he did, it's a name for that shit. And I'm gonna just label it weird. Yeah.
Here's the answer. If these men who are jealous of women had the type of woman that they wanted in their lives, they wouldn't be jealous because they'd be too busy worshiping her, enjoying her, loving her, providing for her. But since they can't do that because they don't make enough money, they only can complain.
I never thought in my life that some guys would be jealous of women. If someone had told me that guys can sometimes be jealous of women, I wouldn't have believed it until I experienced it myself. There was this particular guy who would flirt with me, and you know, he would do all that flirtatious stuff, right? But he would never ask me out. So I just thought, okay, maybe he's just shy, or I don't know, whatever it was. I didn't really care, and I'm not about to help you to talk to me, okay? If you don't know how to approach me at this point, that's on you. So as time went on, we would talk, but when other guys would talk to me, this guy would get jealous. This guy would not like it when he sees other people come to me, because the thing is, I'm that kind of person. I don't look for attention looks for me. If I'm in a building, like, I don't talk much. I'm not even loud. I wouldn't even say a word, but people will know I'm there. And I'm not just saying this to brag, but this is how I am. And this has been happening to me like all my life. And this particular guy I'm talking about, he's attention seeking kind of guy, a bit insecure. And so when I get these attention, when I get people come up to me without me having to do anything or say anything, he would get triggered by that. And I thought, okay, maybe he just doesn't like other guys talking to me. But when he saw the girl that he wanted, he went after her, he pursued her, you know, made it clear to her. So I'm like, all this while, it wasn't like you had a problem trying to approach me, but you just wanted something that you didn't have, which was attention. He wanted attention. One day, me and this guy were walking, and people were looking at us, and he would look at me because he knew they were looking at us because of me, not because of him. And I say this to say, ladies, you have to be careful who you surround yourself with, because guys don't get that much attention. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Beautiful women, pretty women get attention. And when a pretty, beautiful woman is walking beside a man, people will look. Do you know what I mean? That affects his insecurity or confidence or whatever. So don't just make yourself available to just any man. If a man wants to be your friend, you don't have to be around him 24/7, because some guys can really, really hide you. And if you're not careful, all that glow and all that energy, you're putting it into somebody else, and that person can feel it, and it would just lead to more jealousy, and sometimes the person can destroy you.
I was talking to one of my homeboys that do music, and he said that females are always in competition with each other, whether that's music wise or just in general. Well, I think that men can be jealous of women too. Men be in competition with other women too. If you as a woman are independent, you got your own style, just your own energy about yourself, some men just can't handle that. I don't even want to say it like they can't handle that, but it might be certain aspects that you have that man likes in, and it makes them feel insecure. When you as a woman have things going, you're just independent, some men feel like that intimidates them, and they just feel like it's no reason for y'all to have a relationship or talk because you got everything. Some men don't feel secure unless they can control a woman or like basically make that woman or give her sound. Insecure and narcissistic men like to take credit for what a woman already has in herself. Like, And it's just weird. Like, if that's why now I kind of don't know how I feel about dating a man that does music too, because if we gonna be in competition with each other, it's dead.
This right here is an underrated statement. For those who've experienced this, you'll know exactly what this is about. And unfortunately, this happens a lot to successful, beautiful women. Ironically, a lot of successful, beautiful women are also very naive. Not naive in like, bad way, but they're just very pure-hearted. And they are like the best target for these covert narcissistic men who just want to fucking come after you to ruin your life. And yes, there are absolutely men who are jealous of your success, even though you're a woman, and who start dating you, and sometimes in extreme cases, they impregnate you and then dip out. That was their goal in the first place, to ruin your life after taking everything that you have, including your life, including your life force, including your resources. Don't ever think a man cannot be jealous of a woman. I mean, this is not really news though. This has already been exposed. A lot of men don't even like women. They just love the validation that they get by being with a beautiful, successful woman. And then they ruin that.
If you were to recognize and stop, belittling women for their choices, what to do with their own bodies, perhaps, since it's really none of your business, you would get more respect, and you would not expose yourself so much. Okay? That's why in some countries they make you cover up everything as a woman. You got to cover up everything because men are weak. You can't, like, a man can walk around butt naked swinging and a woman won't get turned on. She'll just like, ugh. But send a woman outside butt naked and watch what happens. Okay? Men are weak behind women. That's why they make up these bad names and get upset when a woman knows her power and his weakness.
When I realized that all the men who have been cruel and evil to me were literally just jealous of me, changed my life. Because I think men know deep down that their supremacy over women is a complete unbased sham. And so when they meet a woman who is actually all the things that he has been told that he is his whole life, when a man meets a woman who is intelligent, hardworking, a creative genius, he gets jealous and he seeks to destroy her. And the last thing he wants is for that woman to realize how amazing she is. Because think about it, if men actually thought nothing of us, why would they be constantly seeking to put us down? If we weren't fucking powerful, why would they be constantly trying to oppress us? So let this be a reminder that if men fucking hate you just for breathing, you're probably the baddest bitch alive.